No, if you have presented, then it is not needed to be here in this session. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, so which group will be presenting? Hello. So 3, are you ready? Okay. So everyone is here from your group?
No, ma'am. Only Rocky, Nandini, and
Okay, so you start your presentation then.
okay. So for
And
the
make sure
final
you
week,
complete your presentation within 40 minutes.
okay. So for the final week project, we have created a global connect. So firstly, I would present the live link of the project and then the code part. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, Akriti.
So this is the home page of the project. Like firstly, we have to sign up or log in the page. So if we want to create a new user, we can create from this. So after that, we have to log in, and in this page, we have the functionality to forget password. Like if we enter uh, email in this section, it send the OTP to the user. Like it is a dummy Gmail account, so it will give the error. Like we have the functionality to enter the email ID and then it send the OTP to the Gmail account, and then if we want to uh, re if we want to uh, create a new password, then we can create from this section. So I simply log into this account, and this is the home page section. So firstly, this is the section to update the user account. Like if we want to update the profile and send the banner image, like this section uh, input the URL of the image. So this is for the avatar image and this is for the one second, ma'am. Okay. So if we copy the some random image and paste it, it will simply display it on the avatar section, and same for the banner section. So it will save automatically. And here we can edit our bio section. Right. So it will save in the both front end as well as in the back end. Here we can add the experience, and here we can add the education details, and here we can add the web skills. Like if we add the web, it will add it like this. Okay, and by clicking on this button, logout button, it will simply log out the account. And if we go to my network page, it will simply here in your connection, it will display the connection. Like I have accept the connection request from this profile. So it will display like this. And if we want to connect the other users, so we simply click on connect button and it will give the message that it sent the request to that user. And if in this section, like it will give the connection, like how many connection are in my account, the invitation, following, teammates, and group and events. And in this section, job section, we have this type of interface, like these are the jobs that we are created in the backend, and it will display like this. And this is the section, like we have, if we want to filter the jobs, like if we want an experience level, internship and entry level, so this will automatically update the job section by using the filters. So, and then if we want to apply it, it will simply apply it to that job. And then if we go to the messaging portion, so here we have these users. So if we want to uh, like giving message to him, then it will send to that user. So after that, we have this notification section where it gives all the notification of the user, and it have also, like these section have all the notifications. And if we click to the jobs, then it will display only the jobs notification, and this is for post notification, and this is for the mention notification. And this is simply the user section. And here it will show all the analytics, like as it is a dummy data, so it will not represent all the analytics. But in future, it will gives the insights of how many people view the profile and the post impressions, like as we see in the LinkedIn also. And here in the connection section, we have simply search for the connection and it will display. So this is it, ma'am, for the project. And if we go to the code part, then I and Arijit and the Prasad manage the backend section, and Nandini, Rocky, and Assis manage the front end section. So, firstly, they will represent the explaining the code of the front end, and then we will explain the backend part. So, Nandini, hello.
Yeah.
So, explain the front end part.
Okay. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, Nandini.
Okay. So actually, I only build the home page, my network page, jobs, and message. Okay. And other pages are built by Roki and Ashish. So I will explain the code. Okay. So this is my home page. Uh, Here I added three three pages: left sidebar, main feed, and right sidebar. So in left sidebar, as you can see in our site, the like profile section is in left side, and then main feed, and then right sidebar there was some news. So let me explain all the. Okay. So this is the left sidebar. Here, if user is not login, like if authentication is not provided to that user, so he will directly go back to login page. and no data he can see. And this is the normal HTML part. Here I use the prompts so that uh, if any user is like login and he will okay, so his name will and bio will display in the website from the prompts. Then this is the main feed. I use the handle file upload. Here from this we can upload the photos, videos from the files. Then I use this post creator function. This is basically for the post model. Like if we want to post something, then this will help this.
Hello,
Yeah.
Anandni. Will you please represent the post section? I would forget to represent it, like in the
Okay.
live news.
Okay. So this is the post creator model. So if anyone will post, so this is there. Like still यहाँ पर unknown user is displaying, but after some time, like 1 minute or 30 seconds, my name will display here. Also, I can from here I can select the images or anything. Also, there is emojis. I can use the emojis by here, and I can post this too. So this is the post model file. This was for emojis, and this is for handle file for uploading files via File Explorer. Okay, and this is the job page. Uh, Here I edit some mock datas. This is dummy. Then this is the filter section. Like we can apply the filter, then this filter section is also working. And that's it. Remaining are just HTML and CSS. Okay, and this is the messaging part. In messaging page, I used three files. One is chat list and chat window. Chat window is for the like if we are selecting one users, then we can go to their chat and we can chat there. And for the chat list, I used uh, 6 members. Like this chat list is dummy actually. Then all users name will there. Okay, so that's it. Now Roki and Ashish will present the other sections. Thank you.
Okay, who is going to present next?
Ma'am, the
Hello,
rest
ma'am.
content part, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my screen is visible, ma'am. Hello.
Just a minute.
Yes.
It is right now black. Just wait for a few seconds. It is black only for me.
It's-
Yes, now it is visible. Lucky your screen is visible now. I can go on. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ashish, can you explain the profile page code?
Hello.
Yes, doctor.
Network issues, ma'am. It is.
Okay, okay. Then other group members can carry on the presentation.
Yeah.
Just see who is going to present. Ashish, are you here?
Ma'am, can we present the backend section? Then they will present the
fine.
front end.
Okay, no problem.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, Akriti.
So in the server folder, we have created the backend section. So firstly, we have I'll explain the dependencies that we have installed, like bcrypt, cloudinary, core script pro, web token, mongoose, multer, node mailer in order to send the mails to the user, socket IO for the real-time chats, and the streamifier. So firstly, in the source folder, we have the config folder inside the source folder in which we have created the db.js file in which simply we call the mongoose.connect function in order to connect to the databases. And I have created the multi local files like I have created the folders for uploading it to the Cloudinary, but it will give some errors like API errors. So I will decide to store the files locally. So I have used this files that import the multer and the path, and then the create the storage function where I use the multer dot disk storage, giving the destination, and uh, created the logic to upload the files. And this is uh, and then export the default upload folders. And as if we go to the models folder, we have created the user.js like it. We have give the fields like name, email, password as it described in the files. So we have give the fields like this, like profile, pick in experiences, education, skills, connection request, and saved jobs, and simply export it. Then we have the post schema. Like firstly, we have the comment schema, and then the post schema that input the fields like user ID that will extract the object ID from the user schema, and then the content image that if we want to upload the image or files, then it will give to that fields, then the likes and the comment field. And this is the message.js in which we have the message schema like the chat ID and the sender ID that who is sending the message that will require the user schema, and the receiver ID that who will receive the message. Then the content and the media, like we have to give the message of images or files, then it will it will input in the media field, and then the timestamp and the read field. And after that we have the message schema dot pre function in which it save the function and then combined it. It will basically created by the Arijit, but I will explain this is data schema. And this is the job schema in which we have give the field like posted by. It will give the ID of a user who is posting this job, then the title, description, skills, location, applicants, and is it active or is it not. So this is all about the model folder. After that, we have the controllers. Like I have created the post controller. So in which I simply import the post model and the user model, and then created a post function. But I created this function to upload it to the Cloudinary, but then it will give some issues. So I simply create a post function in the post route. So I will explain it later. And this is the get feed function in which if we go to this route, then it will give the posted fields like the post, the connections, and in the backend, it will simply give the JSON response in the post. And this is for the API for liking the post, like by using the find by ID methods. Then if the post is not present, it will give response like this. And if it is present, then it will use the include function in which we give the user ID as a parameter. Then we simply use the mongoose functions like filter to string to push functions, and then save the post. And this is for the like this route. And if we go to this route, this will for the comment portion. So after that, we have the job controllers. Like this create job function will simply created a job by using post route, like simply extract the these fields from the request.body, and then by using find by id method, it will simply create a job object like this, and then save it and then save it to the database by using dot job save method and give a response like this. And this is simply the catch error method. And this portion is to get all the jobs. Like simply use the job dot find methods, then populate it and then give a response. This is for getting the job by IDs. Like if we want to, mm, mm, like if this is the function, like if we get the request params ID, like we have to give the ID or job ID in the URL string, and then it will find the job. And this is for the updating the job details by simply using the find by ID and update methods. This is simply for the deleting a job by using the find by ID and delete method. And this is for applying for the job. Like I have represented like by clicking on the apply button, it will simply apply the job section. So after that, the auth controller and message controller are created by Arjit, so he will explain it later. And in the user controller, we have simply import the user models. And this is the section update basic details are uh, created by the Arijit. So he will explain it. And this is the API slash user slash ID. This is the route where if we give the ID, then it will simply get the user by using the find by ID method. This is simply for updating the user's details. Mm, and then this function send connection request is basically used to giving the request to the ID. Like if we go to this route, then if we give the ID of the users whom we have to connect the, then it simply give the request to that user. And this is the same function we have created to accept the request connection by simply using the find by ID methods. It include functions and then save the users and the requesters in the database. And this is to get all the users simply using the find methods and by using the select method in order to hide the password, and it will give the JSON response all users. So this is the controllers, user controller. And if we go to the route folder, here we have the user route, like importing all the models and all the controllers. We have simply created the routes like router.put the slash add details. This will used for updating the basic user details slash all to get all the users ID to get ID to get user for a specific ID. This is for the connection and this is for the accept. And after that, I have created router.put in order to update the profile image in the backend. But I think it is not integrated in the front end section. But in this, I have created a try catch block in which I simply get the user ID from the request.params, check the image URL, and then update the and created a function update user in order to find the user and then update it. Like in the user schema, we have the profile tick field. So it will update in that section and simply give a response like this. And then we have the post route section where I simply import the post models, the controllers, and in the router.post root route, we have the I have created the upload.single, and this is simply for uh, uploading the images and files in the front end. So this is same as if we same as we have seen in this section, uploading the uh, profile pic. So I have using the same concept for the uploading the posts. And this is for feed route. This is for the like route, and this is for the comment route. And this is it from my side. Then Harjeet will explain the rest.
Am I audible, ma'am? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
Arjit, you are
okay,
audible.
ma'am. I'll share the screen. Okay. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, Arjit, you are audible.
Okay, ma'am. Then I'll start with the code I have worked on. So basically, first start with the controller file. First of all, I have created this auth controller file where I had created the usual register function and also the login function that will generate a token that we can use on the front end side to check whether the user I mean, three things of the user. For example, the user ID, the name, and the email of the user. These are the basic details that we can use for displaying on the profile page or any other side pages where we only show the name of the user and nothing else. The minimal details. Then the login user, it does the same thing, generates a token with the same details, and then I have created a forgot password function that basically takes the email of the user and then generates a OTP here, 4-digit OTP, and then it sends that OTP to the user using node mailer. As I have used this function, which is basically a node mailer function that was created by Akriti, and then I have created verify OTP function that would basically verify whether the token OTP token that was sent to the user is valid or not, and based on that, it would create a temporary token that we can use here on the reset. Oh, there you go. The reset set new password function where we actually check the token, and based on that, we give the user the access to change their password. And next, I have worked on the message controller file. Here, I have created the live chat using socket handler. Here, we create a room using the chat ID. This chat ID is basically created using the IDs of both user. We basically take the IDs of both user and then sort them. And then using crypto, we create an ID. For example, I have created it here, I guess. Where is it? It should be somewhere here. Uh, Buffer. It's not this one. Chat ID. It should be somewhere here, I guess. Chat ID. Chat ID. So where's chat ID? Anyways, the chat ID we generated whenever we try to start it. I think it's on the index file. Uh, is it? Maybe not. Anyways, so basically, we create the chat ID using the IDs of the both user, and then we sort them, and we create an hash code using crypto, and then we use that chat ID to basically check all the messages between those two users. I have created a chat history function that would basically fetch all the history between those two users. As you can see, we use the sender ID and the receiver ID, and we create a chat ID here, as you can see. And we're using crypto and hash function to update the chat ID here. And using that, we fetch all the files here, I mean, all the messages here. And we have a post message function that does the same thing. I mean, uses the chat ID and then sends message in that chat ID from both sides. In this socket.io function, well, the media function is not working, I guess, but I have checked the messages function. It's working. And to test that, I created a test file that basically replicate how a user can send message between, I mean, how one user can send message to another user. For example, here I had created two variables that has IDs of user that are stored in the backend, and I created a chat ID using the same hash function of crypto, and then I send one message from one user, and then try receiving that from another end, and then send another message from the receiver end. So that's how I tested it. It was working on the backend side. Now I have also worked on the a few debugging. I have done a few debugging for most of the files. For example, here I worked on the feed file. Here we take if a user has some connections, it would first show the post of the user himself. If the user has some post, it will show their post, then it would show the post of their connections. And for instance, if the user doesn't have any connection, it would only show random posts that are stored in the database. So this is where we check whether the user has any connection or not. If they don't, we don't add any query for the fetching function. If they do, we add an array where we are adding the IDs of the user, for example, the user ID, then the connections, and after that we are adding another we are adding all the other available post on the database here. And finally, we are basically adding both of them into one single array and returning it to the front end side. And I have integrated that on the front end side as well. uh, as you can see, it should be here. It should be on the main, or it's on the component file, main feed. So I added that API here. As you can see, uh, it's the upload file, it's not this one. Post creator, yeah, this is the handle. Like, I also have worked on this one as well on the front end side. uh, and it should be here. Yeah, there you go, the main feed function. As you can see, I have created multiple set function, like the post and set post. This one basically fetches the post and sets it, and based on that, we are showing the feed to the front end side. Here, this is the function to fetch the feed, user feed, from the backend side. This is the route we have used for that. And I'm just adding that here on the map function. Using the map function, I'm basically mapping them here. Obviously, the code here was written by someone else who did that, where I changed it a little. Basically, those who worked on the front end side, they made this code. I just modified it to use the data stored in the database to show the posts that are available. And on the backend side, this is I've done this. I think middleware. Aside from that, I mostly worked on the debugging stuff, the small bugs that were there. So these are the things I've worked on. Um, and as for the job controller, it was done by Ashish. So I mean, no, it was done by Prasad, and I think it would be great if he explains it. Uh, so I would be stop sharing it right now. Prasad, can you take over from here?
I think he is not present here. You can explain it.
Oh, I think then I have to explain it, I guess. I'll try to explain it as much as I can. So basically, this is the job function. Well, I think Akriti explained it already, so there isn't much that need to be explained here. So basically, we are using the schema that was created on the job uh, model, and based on that, we're creating jobs here. This function works on the route create job route, which creates a job on the database, and similarly, all the other function I have created routes for all of them. Like this one, this is this function basically fetches all the uh, jobs available on the database for for us, and then we can show it on the front end side. And as for as she said earlier, this is the function that finds a job based on a single ID. There is the update job function, which basically checks the ID of the job itself, and based on that, it finds the job and then changes it. And then there's a delete job, which basically deletes it. And finally, applying job, which basically takes the user ID, the one applying for it, and the job ID probably. Yes, the job ID. And based on that, it stores the number of users who have applied for the job. As for the liking function, uh, on the front end side, uh, where did it go? Uh, it's on the user side. Okay, the liking function does the same thing. No, it's not this one. There you go. So the like function also does the same thing. It basically stores how many users have liked it, and based on that, we are showing the count on the front end side. So whenever the user likes it, it would track what are the users have liked it, and same goes for the comment. And I think that's about it for this side. Uh, Now I have integrated most of it on the front end side. For example, the profile page. Uh, for the front end side, I created a context, an auth context, which basically sends a few things to the to the other functions like user, which basically stores the token, the username, which basically stores the token, and the user details, which is username, user ID, and the email. We use the user ID to check to identify the user, and it was pretty useful for me to find to store the data for connections. For example, showing the connection names on the front end side for the profile page. That user ID. The user ID was very useful for that, since I was using that to fetch all the other datas of the user. Here's this function. Get the details of. Yeah, this function sends all the data of the user. So we are using the ID from the front end side, from that token, and then fetching the data of the user, and then we check how many connections the user has, how many what are the users they have, and then we use those users ID and fetch their data to show it on the front end. So basically, whenever we are showing the name of a user, for example, there should be the profile page. There you go. On the profile page, there's a profile header. Yeah, there you go. So this is the section where I have worked on to integrate the data from the backend. So basically, we are setting the names here, and after I fetch the data from here, like fetch user, as you can see, I have fetched the data from here, and after fetching the data, I'm using a function, promise function. I think it should be here somewhere. So basically, I fetch the data of the user from the backend, and then I check how many connections the user have, and then I run another fetch function for each of the connections, connection ID that API returns, and based on that, we only take the name of that those connections and just show them on the front end side. Mm. should be somewhere here. Post impression. These are not the ones. Connections. There you go. This is the connection list. So here, basically, since as I said, I have created the context that has the user ID. So we're just simply taking that and finding the user details from the backend, and after backend, I'm checking the connections, and I sent a promise all, which will basically check all the IDs one by one and fetch data for each ID that are stored on the connections section. I mean connection attribute on the backend. So that shows all the connection names and other details if we want to show. That is, um, I use the same function on the network page, my network page here. As you can see, uh, I have fetched the data multiple times. So basically, I have fetched the data 3 times here. One for the connections we already have, one for the connections we want for the people we don't know but we can connect to, and finally for all the users who have sent request to us, and we can accept the request from there as well. So I have created fetch connection function that fetches the user connections and then displays the detail for them. I have used the same promise all function as I said, and I have set the data for those users. So basically it sends an array with all the data of the user, and then we just show it on the page. And then there is fetch random, which is basically all the available user, but I just show 6 of them, I think 6 at a time. So only I have limited it. As you can see here, I have sliced it to 6. So as only the first 6 users will be shown, it will not fill the whole page with all the available users, otherwise it would be hectic for the user. And finally the fetch request, which basically shows the all the persons who have sent request to us, and we can accept it from here as well. uh, then the functions to actually accept connection and sending connection is on the component suggested connection card. Here I'm sending a uh, few inputs like user, which basically says the user detail of that particular card. For example, if there is one person I'm connected to, then their details will be shared here. It's an array. And then secondly, the initially connected, which basically I have used in my connection page to identify which one of these are connected users and which one are not. For example, this is the section where I have added initially connected true. This is for showing the connections you already have. And for connections that are not there yet, I mean the random function, I mean random users, it's here. As you can see, people you may know. And then finally all the person who have sent connection request to me, it would be shown here. If there are connection requests, then it would show the names of them, otherwise it would say no request available. And on the suggested side, I mean suggested connection card, I have used those use state variables. I've used use state variable to check whether we have they have someone has sent request to us or not, or if they are connected to us not, and based on that we can change the button that is used for the card. And yeah, I think it would be best to show it on the front end side. Okay, I think it's taking time. Okay, okay. Am I already logged in? No, I'm not logged in. Oh, actually it's logged in. So it's taking a little time to log in. As you can see, this is the connection. These are the connections I already have. And if I want to send connection to someone, for example, Bob, it will send the connection to them. And as you can see, I already have someone has sent me a connection request. If I accept it, it says the connection request is accepted. And as you can see, the button has changed. Now, if I just go to a different route and come back, then you will see that that connection is already here. So this is how it works. Now, these are the section I have worked on for the network side. I think, is there anything else I have worked on? Uh, yeah, the post model. So the posting function, I did some debugging for this. For example, the upload and post, it was showing an error and it was not posting. So I worked on that. I did some typecasting for this one, especially since it has two part, one for the text part and other for the file part. So I had to specify it here. And after that, I'm calling the API here, and based on that, it's posting. So that was all about the parts I have worked on, and yeah, that's it. Can I stop sharing now?
Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, so do one thing, share me the deployed links of your project as well as the report to me. And everybody make sure that you send the mail to HR also that I told you.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Ma'am, you said that we have to send the project file to the HR, right? So do we all have to share it, like every single one?
yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Everyone
you.
individually will share the report.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so next group, are you ready? Group 6, are you ready?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, ma'am, I am ready for presenting my major project.
Okay, fine, you can start then. Your group members are here?
Yes, ma'am, only two members is here in the meeting.
Okay, fine, then complete your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Is my screen is visual, ma'am?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, who?
This is ma'am Harsha Sharge. I am also in group 6 project.
Okay,
Uh, I will introduce my project with Lal Bahadur and will help with
okay,
that.
fine, fine.
Yes. Ma'am, my main role in this project, I created the major project Mighty online graphic design tool. My main role in this project is creating the backend only. So I will first present our backend code part. First, first of all, I created the root directory backend. Inside the backend, I created the SRC folder, and after that, inside the SRC folder, I created the subfolders, config folder, and here connected our MongoDB using the Mongoose package through the database. Like the connect DB, async is the asynchronous function, and is the try catch block. If the MongoDB is connected, then it will show the message in the console. MongoDB is connected and on the connection port host. And if there is any errors then it will show the error connecting to the MongoDB. And this middle part will be present the Dheeraj, Dheeraj Prajapati, and I will present in the backend only the models, routes, and .env and the server part. After that, I created the model model folders. Inside the model folders, so basically models mo, inside the model folders we create the user models. I- Basically, it is store the it is create the structures into the database of the user all details. Like first, here created the user schema, new Mongoose schema, and here provided the key field for the user's name, and set that and provide the type is string, and also set the required properties too. If user is not fill the name field, then it will give the message name is required, and also fix the error. Also fix the length of the name 15. If the user exceeded the length of the name greater than 15, then it will show the message name cannot exceed the 15 characters. Then after that, I provided the key field for the mail of the users. Here also, and provided the type is string, and required properties set the true. And here set the also match the all the character like email property, matching all the email property. Then after I provided the key field for the password of the user. Here user can type our password as a string, uh, enter our password as a string, and here also set the password required property is true, and also set the minimum length of the password is 6. If the user enter the less than 6 digit in the password field, then it will show the message password must be greater than 6 characters. After that, here provide the key field for the role like the user or the admin, and the default, and we set the default as a user. Here set the user avatar, and also provide the key field for the user is active or not. Then after I provided the date key field for the providing the date of the last login onto the website of the user. And here has the password before the saving of the users using the get salt method, and also bycrypt use the bycrypt for the hashing the password. After that, after that, here save the our model structure in the MongoDB database with the name users, and after that export it. Then after I created the design models. First of all, we import the mongoose. Basically, it is store design models. It is store all the information into the database related to related to designing. Also, I provide the name of the design, and set the type string is true, the type type as a string, and set the required properties to design name should be required, and also set the maximum length of the design name 100. If the design name exceeded the 100, then it will show the message design cannot be exceeded 100 characters. And also provide the descriptions of the design. They provided the descriptions of the keep it for the providing the descriptions of the design. And after that, here here take the users as a reference from the user model. Type mongoose schema type as a object. Then after here created the key field for the canvas data canvas canvas data. Also to set the required property is true. If the canvas data is not exist not exist, then it will from the message canvas data is required. And so on. And here insert the virtual field and serialize our design. After that, we set the mongoose model into the database with the name design and export the design. Then after I created the template model, here created the name of the template, provide the key field for the template as a type of provide the type as a string and the required property set the true, which is discussed above. And also provide the description. Here provide the key field for the descriptions, categories, key field for the categories like the which type of the category you are creating the template like the like social media, posters, banner, and the flyer, business card, and the others. And after that, here provide the key field for the canvas data, and provide here the key field for the thumbnail, where we can set our thumbnail of the template. And here set the dimensions of the provide the key field for the setting the dimensions of the template, like the bits is minimum bits is 1 and must be the positive, and the type is and provide the type is as a number. And height, also provide the height of the template, key field for the height of the template, like the type should be the numbers and height should be the number as a number, and required property also set the 2. Then after say here also set the minimum height of the template should be 1. If the less than 1, then it will show the message height must be the positive. Here provide the key field for the tag and the premium, provide also the key field for the is premium or not, and and provide the type property as a boolean, yes or no. Here provide the key field as take the users as a reference in the created by the users, key field for the users as a created by users, which takes as a reference from the user model, and the required properties is set the true. When we created the template any template, then they have to must require to say, take the take the user as a reference. After that, here is index our template. Then after say here set the template set the template model into the database with the name template, and after that export it. After that, I created the router folders inside the SASE. And first of all, I created the auth routers. Here imported all the dependency like the Express, JWT from the JWT tokens, and the imported the user model from the user model, and also imported the authenticate from the middleware. Here imported the validators and the validator login data from the middleware validators. First of all, here generated the token for the users, and if here also provided the time period for the token. It means the token be once when the token is generated, it will be the valid for the 7 days. and after that it will be the expire, and then we have to generate the new tokens. And after that here created the API for the registering the new users, and also set the router path as a post HTTP localhost slash API slash auth slash register. And first of all here check if the user is exist or not by 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 using the find one by using the find one method. From the find one method from the database, it will be fetch the email from the backend. If the user is already exist, then it will throw the message user with this email will already exist. If the user is not exist, then they created the new user with the name, email, and the password. After that, he has saved the users and generated the token for the users. And after that, registering, if the user is registered successful, then it will throw the message user is registered successfully. After that, here created the API for the login the users into our Meti online design graphic designing tool, and also set the router path for the logins, HTTP localhost 5000 slash API slash auth slash login. And here use the asynchronous function, and we fetch the email and the password from the body request or body. After that, here check if the user is exist and get the password or not. Here we are checking the user is exist or not using the find by one, and the email and select the password. If the user is not exist, then it will send the message invalid email and the password. After checking the account is exist or not, they're checking if the user account is not active, then it will throw the message account is deactivated. And also here validated our password. If the password is not valid in the format, like if less than 6 character are not in a format, then it will throw the message invalid email and email password. And here set the last login date of the user. After that, here set the last login date of the user. Then after say generated token for the login user. And when the user is logging successfully, then it will show the message user is logging successfully. After that, here created the API for handling for the getting the user profile by the get method. They have here set the router path HTTP local slash API slash auth slash profile. Using the get method, they can access the user profile. Here also authenticate the user. If the user is authenticated, then it will show the user profile. And if the user profile is get, then it will show the message profile is retired successfully. After that they created the after that here created the API for updating the user profile, and also provided the router path of the users. slash API slash auth and slash profile. Using the put method, we can update the user profile. First of all, we fetch the name and the email of the users from the request or uh, using the request or body. If the email is already taken, then it will show the message. Email is already taken. After that, here save the user password. After updating, here save the user, and if the user is updated, then it will show this message. Here created the API for the changing the user password user changing the user password, and after that here exported our user path routers. Then after I created the design routers. First of all, I imported all the dependency and the middlewares into the design routers. First of all, I created the API for getting the user design. If the user design like from the request.user.id, here we can sort the user's design using this function, and then created the API for getting the created the API for getting the design by ID of users, and also set the router path slash API slash design and dot ID. And using the design dot find method, we from the backend we can fetch the user ID, user design. If the design is not exist, if the design is not user design is not exist, then it will throw the message design is not exist. If design is exist, then it will check the user is own design or the another person design. Here, if the if the user own it is not a user own design, then it will deny the access. After that, here increase the view count of the owners. Then after say send the message design retrieved successfully. And here created the API for the creating the new designs with the first of all here authenticate and validate the design, and then after take the design data from the backend request dot body and the users data from the request dot user dot id. After that, here created the designs and save the design, and then after I populated the designs with the users and the name email. After populating the designs, then here if the design is populated, then it will give the message design is created successfully. Then after say created the API for updating the design, and also set the router path slash API slash design and slash ID. Through the ID, first of all we fetch the fetch the data of the uh, data of the designs from the backend, and if the design is not exist, then it will show the message. It will throw the message design is not found in the database. After that, here check the user own design is exist or not. user own design or not. If the user own design, if there is not a user own design, then it will throw the message access is denied. And after that, here updated our design, and then we set the design version, increase the design version plus one. After that, here save our design, and
Hello, Lalbadur.
yes,
Can
sir.
you please present our project shortly? We have to also present our front end part, so you just take a part.
Okay, I now I will show front end.
No, I will present the front end part. You just complete your backend part. Remain me.
Okay, okay. And here created the API for the deleting the designs from the database. First of all, fetch the design using the using the ID of the design. Design dot find by ID. Through this method, we can fetch the design from the database. After that we check the if the after that here check if the user design is exist or not. If the user design is not exist, then it will throw the message design is not found. Then after here also check the user own design or not, and after that we save the deleted design. Here deleted the design using the delete once method. If the design is deleted, then it will give the message design is deleted successfully. And after that, here create the API for the duplicating the design. First of all, we fetch the design using first of all we fetch the original design from the database using the find by ID request dot from ID. If the original design is not exist into the database, then it will throw the message design is not exist. After that, also check here the if the user is own design or not. If the user own design this is not exist the user own design, then user cannot the modify the duplicate the design. Then after say have created the logic for the duplicating the design. And they created the logic for the exporting the design from the from our canvas like as a PNG format through the request dot body. First of all, we here fetch our design by the find by ID method. If the design not exist, then it will throw the message design not found. If the design is successfully exported, then it will show the message design is exported. And after that, here create the .env file inside the backend directory, and basically it is contain all the environment variables like the MongoDB URLs and the JWT secret and the client URLs. So using this client URLs, the front end and backend interact with each other. And here also added the API key for the cloud engine. Through the cloud engine, we can add the we can add the files into the cloud engine cloud. And then after here set our servers. First of all, here imported all the dependency like the Express, course, and the .env, helmet, and rate limit, and the connect DB from the config folders for the connecting the database. After that, here imported all the route like the auth routers, the design routers, and the template routers uh, from the SRC from the route folders. After that, here imported the error handler from the middleware error handler, middleware error handler. Then after here configure our .env .env. After that, here started our express app on the port on the given port like the process.env port. Uh, if the port is not available, then it will check the default port of 500. Then after say created the MongoDB. Here created the here connected servers with the MongoDB. After that, here set up the simple post course post middleware so that the front end can interact with the backend. After that, here set all the API route path like the slash API slash auth, slash API slash auth, slash API slash designs, and slash API slash template from the auth route, design route, and the template route. And also here check the health of our API. If the API is working good, then it will send the message server is running well into the web browser. Then the backend is deployed. If the not running, if the API is not working, then it will throw the error message like this. After that, here started our server on the port, and now as such you can.
Okay, Lal Bahadur, you explain the grade. I will matlab, now represent the front end part. You just stop
Okay,
the screen share. I will share on my
I
screen.
I can stop. I can stop the
Yes,
screen.
yes, you stop your screen. I will share.
Okay. Okay, Arshad, continue.
Okay. Hello, ma'am. I am Harshit Shage. I am presenting the front end part. There are SRC file in this. In the SRC there are page file. In page file there are app dot. Okay. Here in the page file there are home page. There are use date using that. Also there are set post use date, and there is a h1 feed and the class. There is the no post date and there is a map also, a post dot map function also, and the free content. There is a home page. Here is the login page. Here is the email set email use state. We have used the set state also here are defined also. Then there is a password set password. Then dispatch you dispatch. Then submit button. So there are a try block
Excuse me,
function.
Harshad.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Do one thing. Just show me the front end on website that you have created.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. That's okay. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is screen visible? Uh,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. This is the front end. This is our website. We present, we deploy our project on the on render website. So that's very good. Here is the don't sign up or get started. Just get started. Here is the name. I just added name, password. Just create sometime. I just I just add password and just started. Mm, it takes time. Okay. The my network is not good, so that's it takes time. Yes, I just created my file, so just I log in my page by this.
Harshad, also run your backend deployed link, then it will work.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we just deploy our matlab project on render. So backend or front end is running. So that's my network
both
is no
both
matlab.
links should be run, then it will work.
Okay, okay, okay. Just try.
Server is not running or
Just I refresh the page. Just I have a network issue, so that I just have first created my file. Hmm. Hello, Chakri, are you there? Hello, Chakri. Okay, I will explain the
I can
report
show
file.
I can show, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay, wait. I will show. There is a
I can show the front end
Chakri.
part.
Oh, yes, yes. It's now good. It's running now. That's there is a template. My design here is I does not create any template or matlab here are
Yes, yes,
template
okay.
already template order event web banner buzzing flashes. There is a the social media counter poster banner prior business card. Uh, Here we just search this business. Here we just search the web banner. Just we can search and use this template by clicking on it. And there are my design. Here I don't made any design, so that we can create on a new design. So we can add a photo. I added the photo prints. Okay, just added the aura print and just added some tags given aura. I removed aura prints. Okay, just added here. Just now I can also increase the height of that. Also uh, change the color. Okay, it's look like good now. This is the part. Oh yes, image shape. There are also the rubber, and here is the also button that you cancel out here. Then also endo. We can also endo here, so that we can help that key. Hmm. That's I will save that. No, it's good. Uh, then it's save design. Here we create the okay. Here we just show the migrants. Okay. Chakri, are you there? Hello, Chakri. You hello. Okay. 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 You can also export the file. We can just there is a design. Just here we just none. Just okay. Okay. My design here is my design template. I just created my design now. Or a print. Just we can download here. Download. Then we can then we visit visible. We can just click on ice arrow. Just we can see our project. Then here delete also. Delete now. Here recreate also. Mm. So I just log out myself and here is the our front-end part. I just showed my report file also. Here is the Meta AI online, and this is presented by Shiva, Chakradhar, Lal Bahadur Shastri, me, and Dheeraj Prajapati. Okay, there is the description. There is a content introduction, problem statement, objective, background study, and here is the 13 content. Just the introduction, our just project key parts, that objective and background study, that content. Here is a 35 pages in this. That's so much. Okay, here is also React documentation. I will just help out that here. There are tailwind documentation also, the vertical render also. Mhm. Okay,
And where
I,
your images are being stored, like if you have saved or exported.
okay, ma'am, just I saved. Yes, ma'am. Here I download this design. This is a blank design. So here you will store in our local file.
Okay, fine.
Can I
Just
start?
share me
Can I
the
show again?
deployed. No, no, just share me the deployed link of your project. I will see.
Okay, okay,
And the
ma'am. Okay,
report file also.
okay, ma'am. I will.
Okay,
Okay, I
ma'am.
will share. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, Tom.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Suraj. Okay, fine. Suraj.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, please be quick and you can now start your presentation.
Okay.
Anybody else who has made the project individually and wants to present the project?
Yes, ma'am. I want to present.
Okay, okay, Suraj, please be quick and Vansh is also there. So start the presentation now.
Okay, ma'am.
Do one thing. You can show me the project like front end on how what are the features of your project, and then just simply tell me the backend. What are the routes and controllers and models? I will see what when you will share me the deployed link. I will explore your project at my end.
Okay, ma'am. Am I visible? Ma'am, my screen is visible.
For me, it is black.
Ma'am.
Just wait for few seconds. I think it will come.
Yeah. Ma'am, now it is visible.
It is not visible still. Is it visible to others?
No, ma'am, not visual.
Yes, now it is visible, Suraj. You can go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. So, so it's my first of all, I will present my front end part. Later on, I will explain back end part also, and also the code for the front end and the back end also. So here it is my front end view. Now it's my login page. So I will do login like so. After pressing the login button, it will redirects me to the home page. So here is the home page with this animation, and also I put the some building templates just like from for the Instagram. These are the some building templates, and for the LinkedIn posts there post, there are some also built-in function. And for the certificates, I also store the images or a JSON data in our front end. Similarly, as you have seen that in Instagram, LinkedIn, and certification, there are option for the business cards or resume. So here there is a, in the nav bar there is a home page and there is a dashboard and there is a editor page. So if I will click on a editor page, so that is a my view for the editor page. So in this page a user can also just like I try to design this square box. So in there is a multiple features is adding in this red square, so that we can increase height also. From there its height is increasing as you have seen, and also height also we can increase and we can rotate it also. So these are the features for the boxes. And opacity we can also changes, and the border radius we can also change. We can flip the horizontally or the vertically. And there is a also we have in the sidebar, in the left sidebar I have the save button and I have the upload button and I have the download button, and I can download as a PDF also. And this is the above is the toolbox that is used for applying the text and the images also. And there is a button for the delete and adjustment also. And here is the in the right side part there is a layer option, so I can add more layer on it. So now I will adjust it. Now let's see, is it save it or not? Yes, it is saying that design is saved successfully. So basically this data is also get stored in mongodb. For that the models I have created in just like models in mongodb, just like design.js. So our data is also stored in a mongodb atlas, and also it's also came in our dashboard that I have created, but at this time it's not much working well. But it's working just like at this time it is importing the data here, and our design basically small design whatever I'm doing right this time. And it's the design saying showing the id 1559884 just like that, and it is the same id that I have stored in a mongodb also. That is my dashboard is mainly connected with the mongodb, so that at this time it is fetching the data from the mongodb and showing to our dashboard. So as I individually created this project, so it's not maybe the working, but I will working on it to make it better, just like not at not at least just like the Canva, but I try to create just like and try to import such features in it. So for this time that is dashboard also I have want to put some like templates, so it I can made it just like we can editing as a templates also. Just like if I go to the editor page, so I will give the access to the editing for the images. So now it's my front end, and now I will show my code to you all. So it's my client page, and it's my server page also. And now wait for 2 minutes. Now it's there. So here is a client page. In this, just like I was setting the auth system, just like auth wrapper, login form, and the register form. I will do a better way. Now I created the dashboard pages just like a design card.js, design grid.js, navbar.js, and sidebar.js. And some just like I uses advanced thing, just I uses the Redux for the auth slice that will work for the authentication, and also the design slides that will be help us to redirect to the page that is the Canva editor page. And here is a I have utils that I save in api.js. I set the base URL for all the pages. So at the time of deploying the project, like on the render or the Vercel, I have to change the link just like from the localhost to to the render or the versal, so it can easily changing the link to the with the whole of the pages. So it's my front end parts, just like you have seen that business card templates, certificate templates, Instagram templates, pages are there, LinkedIn pages are there, resume templates pages are there. So what's basically that templates are coming from in the form of the images there. So I have created images under the under the public folder. There is a template folder, and inside the template there are business cards, certificates, Instagrams, LinkedIn, and resume. There are multiple images are stored in this template file. And now I will show my backend part to you all. So it's here is my backend, just like server config. Config is in the config. I have cloudinary.js that is help to store the images or the maybe the big files also. And I have a course option that is here is a constant allow origins that reflects that my origin will be from the 5173 localhost also. Here is a database.js. It is showing that my project is connected with the MongoDB and all files and users data is stored in the MongoDB. Then here is our authentication controller. In this there is a authentication system, just like how my authentication system will be work and how the data from the front end will be enter in the back end. Here is my designing controller. So in my designing controller, I have said that how my designs are stored in a backend, just like design controller, and the design routes are the important parts that my data will be fetching from the front end to my backend. There is a uploaded controller. So in the uploaded controller, I will show you in my uploaded controller. It is for wait. So in my uploaded controller, I can upload image from the directly with my public files, so that can be editing also. Here is a auth middleware. Middleware is basically for verification of the tokens and also the verification of tokens on the during the passing the information, just like date, just like the password and just like the bcrypt also. Here is a error handler. So if it is a error handlers, this is my model, designing model. In designing model, I am sending designing and storing it to the MongoDB. And here is a user.js. So they are basically information for the authentication, just like password, bcrypt password is also stored in a MongoDB. Here is the authentication route that is work in the collaboration of the auth controller. And here is my designing route that is helps to store the data in my MongoDB. And here is the uploads routes, the basic routes or the basic APIs router dot post. It is working with the best method with the get post, just like. And here is my utils files, just like generator tokens. It is helps to generate the token while the verifications, and also it helps to generate tokens during the saving or files. This is my env file. I will show you that this is my Cloudinary cloud name. This is Cloudinary my API. This is my API Cloudinary secret key. And now I will show you my server.js. That's the main file for the backend. Here is lots of API calling, just like app.use. I am using API authentication, just like for design uploads. So that's all from my side.
Okay, Suraj, good job.
Ma'am, am I?
Share me your
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
share me your report file and the deployed link of this project,
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, at
as well
at
as
this time, I have not made it, but ma'am, I will send you in 30 or 20 minutes.
okay, fine. Send it by today only. And
Okay,
one more
okay.
thing, you have to send your the details of all the mini projects and the major project to the HR. Which, there is this email
Yes,
hr@gncipl.com. Do
yes,
you know
ma'am.
this
Okay.
about this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then send that email and then share the screenshot of that also.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much,
Okay,
ma'am.
do it by today only.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Fine. Once,
Yes, ma'am. Should I start?
okay. Yes. Anybody else who wants to present their project who have done or performed individually? Fine, once you can go ahead.
Ma'am, screen is visible.
Yes.
So my name is Vansh and I have made Matty AI design tool. So this is the landing page. So starting with this is my sign in page, and this is my sign up page. I already deployed my project on Vercel and backend on backend render. This is the dashboard with some mock data, and this is the section of the user design. So when a user click on, so this is a mock template. You can add shapes, toolbar, draw something, and if we want to save, it will be saved. You can edit name also, and you can share it also. So I will make it public and then copy the link so I can share to anyone. If you want, ma'am, I can share it to you also. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sure, you can copy this in the chat box.
Okay. Ma'am, but you have to first create the account if to view this.
Okay,
So
then when I will explore your project, the deployed link, then I will check this
okay, ma'am.
feature.
Okay, ma'am. So the project will be saved in design. You can make it edit also, import image also, download. You can be download it. Where is the yeah? So it will be downloaded also, and it did also only view only mode. So when I share any template, user can only view it, not edit it. After the download, it can be editable. It can be deleted. So moving towards the code, ma'am, should I have to explain front end, back end, or only back end?
Only backend will work.
Okay, ma'am. So this is the config file. It will connect the Mongoose database to our project. Moving toward the user controller, we have three functions: register user, login user, and get user info. In register user, it will be asking for three details: username, email, and password. And it will first check if the email is already registered or not. If it registered, then it will be uh, user already exists. If not, then it will a user will be created. In login function, we have it asking for email and password, and then check the data, and then log in successfully. So, and this is the user info. It will be get all the users which are registered in my website. Moving towards the design controller, we have first the get design function. In first, this function gets the all the designs available in the database, and this ensure that this fetch all the design by the user ID. It uses require user ID to fetch all the designs. And if we go to get user by ID, it fetch the all the designs. It will ask only for a design ID, not the user ID. It will create the design, update, used for updating the design, and delete the design. The new thing I learned in this will be this update your design access and then public. So if a user want to share a design, it will first make it public from private. And then it will be, this is the function of two. So anybody can view the design of user share. Now in the auth middleware, We first it would fetch the token and then user schema. So this function is only authorized users can be able to access the my dashboard or can use this website. It's just function to say that. In models, we have design schema and user schema. User schema requires full name, email, password, and it will bicrypt the password and then compare the password in the database. In design schema, we have user ID, title, JSON data, thumbnail, source, and it is used for saving the schema, saving the design. In routes, we have two routes, user routes and design routes. In this, we have three functions which we're fetching from user, and this will be used for routing and design routes. We have all the functions that made in design controller will be fetched from here. And this is all the routing. So in main index.js, we are first importing .env, which help us in we can use env environment variables into our project. Express, parse, database, and this is used for as I already deployed in my project, so it will connect the backend to front end. And these are the designs of routing. So that's all. Should I explain front end also?
No, no need of that.
Okay, ma'am. This is the
You
report.
also have to. Yes, yes. So you just share me this report, the deployed
Yeah.
link of your major project, and the screenshot that you have sent the details of your mini projects as well as major project to HR.
From where I have to share this all?
Uh, don't you have my contact?
No, ma'am, I don't have.
So you can send this to Vansh sir, who is your admin of your group.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
He will
Yes, I
just
have.
check it.
Okay, ma'am. The screenshot of email,
And the deployed link of your project.
both front end and back end,
Yes.
and the report.
And the report. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Should I stop?
Yes. Make
Okay.
sure both of you that your week 4 and week 5
Ma'am,
project
yes,
is
it
also deployed.
already deployed.
Very good. That is
Okay.
very good.
Thank you,
Suraj,
ma'am.
is he here? Okay, fine. Good job, Vansh. Your project was very good.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anybody else who wants to present? Okay, fine. Then we can now end this call. Everyone who has not sent the mail, do that one and send me the screenshot so that your certification process can start and you will receive your certificate as soon as you will complete your part, and then further proceedings will be done at our end. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then you all can leave this session. Anything you both want to ask, Rocky or Garvit?